I checked my phone 287 times yesterday. Before breakfast, I scroll through Instagram. During breakfast, TikTok. At work, Twitter. Before bed, YouTube Shorts for 2 hours straight. My brain was completely broken. I couldn't read a book for more than 3 minutes. I couldn't watch a full movie. I couldn't even have a conversation without my hand reaching for my phone. And the worst part? I knew it was destroying me, but I couldn't stop until I discovered what Japanese digital minimalists do differently. They don't fight their addiction with willpower. They use something called hikizen, the art of subtraction. I'm going to show you the 7-day protocol that reset my dopamine system, dropped my screen time by 73%, and gave me back my ability to focus. But first, let me show you just how bad it really was. This is my actual screen time data from the week before I started. 8 hours and 42 minutes per day. That's 61 hours per week. That's a full-time job of scrolling. And here's what nobody tells you. It wasn't my fault. My brain had been hijacked. These apps are designed by neuroscientists and psychologists whose only job is to keep you scrolling. Every pull to refresh, every notification, every autoplay. These are dopamine slot machines. Here's what was happening in my brain. Every time I got a notification, a like, a comment, my brain released dopamine. The same chemical released when you eat chocolate, win money, or fall in love. But here's the problem: dopamine desensitization. The more dopamine hits you get, the more you need to feel the same pleasure. Your brain's dopamine receptors actually decrease. This is the same mechanism as drug addiction. That's why I couldn't focus on a book anymore. Reading releases small, steady amounts of dopamine. But my brain was now calibrated for the massive spikes from social media. Normal activities felt boring. Conversations felt slow. Work felt impossible. I needed to reset my dopamine baseline. And that's where the Japanese approach changed everything. In Western culture, we try to add discipline, add willpower, add productivity apps. We're obsessed with addition. But Japanese philosophy teaches hikizen, the power of subtraction. Here at the Thinking Labs, we study these cross-cultural approaches to psychology and productivity. And what I learned completely transformed my relationship with technology. Instead of trying to control my phone use through willpower, which fails 94% of the time according to research, I would subtract the triggers entirely. Here's the exact 7-day protocol I followed. Day 1, the complete subtraction. I deleted every social media app: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, even email. Everything except phone, messages, and maps. I won't lie, the first 6 hours were brutal. I picked up my phone 47 times out of pure habit. My thumb would automatically go to where Instagram used to be. This is called a habit loop. Trigger, routine, reward. My brain was screaming for the reward, but the routine was gone. Day 2, the boredom wave. This is what they don't tell you about dopamine detox. You will be desperately bored. I sat on my couch and just sat there. No podcast, no music, no scrolling. Just existing. In Japanese Zen practice, they call this the space between things. The silence. The emptiness. Westerners fear it. Japanese philosophy embraces it. Something amazing happened. After 20 minutes of pure boredom, my brain started to reset. I noticed the light coming through my window. I heard birds outside. I had an original thought for the first time in months. Day 3 and 4, the withdrawal symptoms. Here's what the research shows. Dopamine withdrawal creates the same symptoms as drug withdrawal: anxiety, irritability, restlessness. I experienced all of it. I was snappy with my family. I felt anxious for no reason. My brain kept telling me, just check Instagram for 5 minutes. But I stayed with the protocol. And this is where the Japanese concept, endurance and patience, became crucial. Not the aggressive Western push-through-it mentality, but the gentle Japanese acceptance. This discomfort is temporary. I can sit with it. Day 5 and 7, the dopamine reset. By day 5, something shifted. I picked up a book and read for 45 minutes straight. I had a conversation with a friend and didn't think about my phone once. I worked on a project for 2 hours in complete flow state. My dopamine receptors were recovering. Normal activities were becoming pleasurable again. Here's my screen time on day 7, 1 hour and 18 minutes, down from 8 hours, 42 minutes. But the real change wasn't the numbers. It was psychological. I could think again. I could feel again. I wasn't living in a constant state of distraction and anxiety. Now, here's the part most dopamine detox videos skip: the reintegration strategy. You can't live without technology forever. So how do you reintroduce it without falling back into addiction? I use the Japanese principle of shikiri, boundaries, and separation. I reinstalled Instagram, but only on my iPad, never on my phone. I can only check it at my desk, never in bed, never while eating. I turn off all notifications except calls and messages from real humans. Everything else can wait. I practice digital fasting 1 full day per week with 0 social media. 3 months later, my average daily screen time is 92 minutes. That's 6 hours and 10 minutes reclaimed every single day. That's time I now spend reading, walking, cooking real meals, having actual conversations, and working on projects that matter. My focus is back. My anxiety is dramatically lower. My sleep improved. Even my relationships got better because I'm actually present. So if you're struggling with phone addiction, here's what I want you to know. It's not a character flaw. Your brain has been hijacked by billion-dollar algorithms. But you can take it back. Start with just 1 day. Delete the most addictive app. Sit with the boredom. Embrace the empty space. Your dopamine system will reset. Your focus will return. You will feel like yourself again. If this video helped you, subscribe to the Thinking Labs. We explore the intersection of psychology, Japanese philosophy, and practical life improvement every week. And let me know in the comments, what's your screen time right now? Be honest. No judgment. Just awareness. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. Thank you for watching. Now, put your phone down and go experience something real.